Today we're talking dirty with Bob Canary from the US of A. Bob, how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
And how long have you been riding?
14 years.
Professionally?
Just 1 year last year professionally. This is my second season.
Where are you from?
Skinny Atlas, New York, little town, little hick town, and then Temecula, California.
Skinny Atlas. He's laughing. We're laughing a whole lot more than that. Now, you got off the plane. What did you say? I want to see...
Some kangaroos.
And you've seen them?
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them. They're sitting at home every day when I come home from riding at Jay's house, sitting out in the front yard waiting for me to come home.
Now, you've been hanging out in Australia a little while. What are some of the weird things you've seen that we eat that you're just not into?
Vegemite. Everything else is good, you know. You guys got a bunch of different food, but Vegemite, that's pretty nasty stuff. I tried it and about threw it back up.
Can you cook yourself?
Some macaroni and cheese. That's about the extent of my cooking.
Now, if you were going to take me out in America, where would we go?
Me and you would go to a nice restaurant on the beach, but we'll figure something else out from there.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the 1-800 Reverse Junior Development Class, the future of Supercross. We see Luke George getting out of the gate fast, but it was Wade Thompson who took the Hitachi hole shot.
Wade was in sensational form this morning in practice, flying around, trying to regain the form that he had in the first few rounds where he was undefeated.
There he is, Wade Thompson being followed by Gianni Dalmolli, the only guy that I think has a serious contention for the championship.
Ford Dale's also been looking good, but a couple of little bobbles and a few big crashes in recent rounds have spelled disaster for the Yamaha rider.
But it's all about Wade Thompson taking 3 from 3 as he planned, winning the 20 points and sustaining his lead at the top of the points table. With Gianni Dalmolli really making his presence felt in this championship, with Jake Moss rounding off the top 3.
The face of Supercross has changed dramatically over the last 6 months. And you only have to take a walk through the pits at this year's Supercross Nationals to see that our sport is going through a major revolution at the moment. In particular, the Pro Light class, we're seeing a changing of the guard from 2-stroke to 4-stroke machinery. Now, while all 4 Japanese manufacturers, represented by their factory teams, have chosen the 4-stroke over the 2-stroke, it's interesting to note the one non-Japanese manufacturer, KTM, have opted to stick it out with the 2-stroke, and in doing so, sit on top of the championship points tally. And with our latest American import, Bob Canary, he had the choice out of the Suzuki RM125 and Mitchell Hode's factory 250F. He chose the 2-stroke option. Now, does this mean the 4-stroke's not the best option? Not necessarily. What it does mean is the 4-stroke's still very early in its development phase. And while it's very competitive straight out of the crate, it's only a matter of time before the 2-stroke will be completely phased out, leaving the 4-stroke in a league of its own, not just in the Pro Light class, but also in the Pro Open class.
The riders are set to race for the Pro Open main event as we take a look at the starting grid. Kazlik, McKenna, Danny Ham, the local boy with a big point to prove tonight. Hibbard, Brocktrop, Ellis, Klaassen, Swarovski, Schnell, Doran, Marmont, Boyd, Marshall and Troy Carroll taking out the Super Pole with his teammate Cameron Taylor right next to him.
Okay, riders edging closer to the start of this main event, and the gate's down. Keep your eye on Danny Ham. He's 3rd from the outside. Terrible pick of the starting grid, and he is going to take the Hitachi hole shot money.
I have never seen anyone take the hole shot from that position. What an amazing effort in front of his home crowd. Bursts out into first place, well ahead of Troy Carroll in 2nd. An interesting start to this race.
Danny Ham's had quite a few crashes tonight trying to get into the main event. He had to come in via the last chance repechage, but he's shown some sensational speed, posting some of the hottest laps in qualifying. He just needs to string together 20 laps here. He's got his main competitor, Jay Marmont, carrying that big #1 plate back in the pack a little bit, and if he can run and hide, he's in with a good chance.
Marmont is currently sitting in 4th place behind his teammate, Shane Boyd, in 3rd. We're not used to seeing these guys back in the pack like this at such an early point in the race.
Well, Boyd will love this opportunity, starting in front of his teammate, Jay Marmont. He's got the world in front of him, but he needs to pass Troy Carroll and Danny Ham. Let's not forget about Carroll, winner of our Super Pole, looking very smooth and fast in practice and qualifying.
Carroll is going from strength to strength in each round that he attends. It's amazing to see him come back so strongly from injury and really put down the hot laps over our race champions.
And Danny Ham, he mentioned earlier on in the night he can go 20 laps hard. He said that in front of his hometown Newcastle crowd. It's not a fitness thing for Hammy. I think personally it's a concentration thing. If he can stay focused and remain mistake-free for 20 laps, I think he's going to win this thing.
The frustration is obviously building, and Jay Marmont trying to get past his teammate Shane Boyd. He's trailing such a fast-leading pack right now, and this is the last place he wants to be in.
Sitting so closely behind his teammate Shane Boyd has allowed Cameron Taylor on his CDR Boost Mobile Yamaha to reel these two in. But let's take a look at Jay Marmont. He's so fast through the whoops. He has been all year, and have a look, he's flying across the whoops and makes the pass on his teammate Shane Boyd.
A trademark manoeuvre from Jay Marmont, and tonight is no exception through those monster starters. Awesome stuff, but as it stands, it's the local boy leading the pack, Danny Ham, with Troy Carroll in a surprising second place, followed by Marmont, Boyd and Taylor.
Is the Pro Open final at Newcastle's Energy Australia Stadium, but we can see Jay Marmont has started to reel in Troy Carroll and looks like he's about to make a pass.
Troy Carroll has been riding so brilliantly tonight, but Jay Marmont is determined to get up there. There's no way he's going to let a victory pass without a battle.
Jay is definitely not used to being this far back in the pack at this stage of the race. However, he can see the back of the Shift jersey up in the lead. Danny Ham has done a sensational job so far, and Marmont takes an interesting line and edges even closer to Troy Carroll.
It might be only a matter of moments until Marmont puts the pass on Troy Carroll as they go up the inside over this rhythm section to see if he can get on through the inside. Can he do it? No. Carroll holds his line strongly.
Nice polite line there from Jay. I'm sure he could have taken out TC if he wanted to, but he decides to shut it down. He can still see Danny Ham, and that is where his main focus is. We're edging closer to the end of this race, and that is Jay Marmont's strongest point. The longer the race goes on, the fitter he feels.
Well, there isn't much time left in this race, so if Jay Marmont wants to make the pass, he better pull out the big move soon. As we see, whoa, he's just cut the inside of that track completely out there, making the pass on Troy Carroll.
Yeah, Jay Marmont definitely made up a little bit of an advantage there. As we see, let's check it out in slow motion. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a controversial issue there. We'll have to wait to see what the outcome is, but clearly making a pass on Troy Carroll and moving into second place in the process. But Danny Ham throwing a bit of a whip for the hometown Newcastle crowd as he goes through the whoop section for the last time. This is going to be his first victory for quite a few years, and what a way to do it. He got into the main event via the last chance repechage, had a terrible pick of the starting grid and led every lap. What a sensational ride for Danny Ham.
As he takes the 20 points, Troy Carroll takes 17 in second and Cam Taylor 15 in third. Noticing that Jay Marmont is not on the points table, obviously being disqualified for that controversial corner cut.
Now, you said that because you didn't get out there first, that you had some practice runs. Did you get used to the track? What made the difference?
I don't know, it just clicked. I got my butt into gear and didn't make any mistakes. I can't believe I got the whole shot from there. You know, that was nearly the worst gate on the whole line. And you know, my Suzuki drove out the gate great. The Bridgestone tyres hooked up awesome, and I was just out of there. And once I got to there, I just heard the crowd cheering, so I thought, let's go. And I said I could do 20 laps like that, and I did. And, you know, that's all I got to do for the rest of the series.
Jay Marmont recently signing a lucrative contract with KTM America, still comfortably leading Troy Doran in second place, with Shane Boyd rounding out the top three.
Looking at the Manufacturers' Cup, the Pro Lights, Kawasaki still leads the pack, and Yamaha stepping up into first place in the Pro Opens on 287 points.
Well, just when we thought we had it all worked out, the tables have turned and there's been some huge upsets in both the Pro Lights and the Pro Opens. Daniel McCoy has finally found his form and Greg Schnell has finally proven his worth.
Definitely. We knew Greg Schnell and Bob Canaro from the United States would be very impressive on this track. Quite possibly the best track we've ever seen in Australian Supercross history.
And Danny Ham, what an amazing victory. What a moment of glory for the guy.
Ham, he didn't have the best of nights in qualification, quite a few big crashes, very bad grid selection for the main event, but somehow still managed to pull off the whole shot.
Now, Jay Marmont has been disqualified.
Yeah, very controversial issue there. Jay jumping across the side of the track, missing a whole section. We'll have to wait to see how that decision pans out.
Well, this concludes our outdoor events. We've got 2 more rounds to go. Next round is Brisbane.
Well, my heart's still in my mouth. That was awesome racing. The local boy taking it home. Well done, Danny Ham. If you want to see more of action just like that, we've still got Brisbane and something very, very special lined up in Melbourne. Jump onto the website, www.sxnationals.com.au. For now, that's it for me. I'm Kylie J, and this has been the SX Nationals 2004.